everyone. Good evening. I hope everyone is fine. So, guys, today I am discussing I am from Skilled Inspirational Academy and my name is Vidit. So, basically, I'm directly going to discuss this session, which is basically on the mock interview. So, guys, many people have reached me like they have attended interviews. And what are the questions? Do you have the list of the questions which has been asked in interview? So guys, for those people and everyone, I have introduced this session and this will be a regular sessions. We had previously also, but now I will be covering maybe in weekends or maybe in weekdays regular. So I will be directly going with some questions and answers. I will be asking questions and I will be giving you answers. In futures, maybe later on, I will ask you some questions. You can also answer. So the my main focus after this session is so that you can correct any interview related to F5 guys. Even you are not working professionals, if you have watched our videos, you can crack it. So main agenda is guys, if you do lab or you're working in production, maybe you're new to F5. So you can do lab and you can practice all the features. So what are the most important production interview questions which will be asked? So let's cover one by one. So today and tomorrow I'll be taking this, and after that I will update you. You can contact us. I will update you on future dates when we can have. So my first question, guys, mostly people yesterday also one of the person reached out to me that I had some interview and they asked some questions. So guys, first of all, what is LTM versus GTM versus ASM? That is the first question which is asked. Let's say you're working in all these technologies. So what is the questions which will be asked in the interview? I will cover one by one. So first you need to understand the technology. So what is F5? So guys, F5 is a company and F5 is a product which is big IP. And in big IP, we have three products: LTM, GTM, and ASM. So when someone asks you guys, what is the difference between this? Are you working? First question, whenever you go to any interview, they will ask you which technology in F5 you have worked. Very, very important question, guys. So you should know which products are available from F5. And there is one more product which is uses APM. Then if you say that guys, you have worked on LTM, some people might be working on LTM, GTM. Some people might be working on ASM, which is also called WAF, or some people are working on APM. So you need to be very careful when you answer this, guys, because F5 is one technology where they can ask you some basic questions where you can get trouble. So yesterday, guys, I will share some 5 questions from yesterday interview from my one of the student. That was very interesting interview which he had. I will not share you the company name, but he has faced some questions which I wanted to share also today. So now first let's discuss about this. So guys, the basic product which is introduced by F5 is LTM, which is called Local Traffic Manager. So when someone asks you what is LTM, you can answer this that it is basically a load balancer which is provided by F5, and it helps you to load balance your traffic towards multiple servers in your environment. That is the logic of LTM. So F5 is not a load balancer, guys. F5 can do SSL offloading. F5 can do work as layer 3 F5. It can work as a routing protocol. It can work as a layer 4, layer 7. It can also work as an intelligent DNS solution, guys. So someone can correlate the question and they will ask you which product in F5 do DNS. Can anyone answer this, guys? If I ask you one question like which product of F5 is called intelligent DNS. Is F5 LTM intelligent DNS? LTM GTM is intelligent DNS, or ASM or APM? Which product? So guys, I will ask you that question that are asked in production interview. So you need to be very careful. So don't miss any question, guys. It will be totally related questions. So which product in F5 is called intelligent DNS, guys? So answer is GTM. Now, if someone asks you what is GTM, guys, why GTM is called intelligent DNS? See, in interview they will catch you. Let's say you told that GTM is global traffic manager. Why it is called global traffic manager, guys? And if someone asks you what is LTM, why it is called local traffic manager, guys? This is a very, very basic question which will be asked. So again, I'm repeating why LTM is called local and why GTM is called global traffic manager. So let's discuss the topology quickly. You need to answer in one line. LTM is called local because your F5 is also hosted in same data center and your all applications or where the servers are hosted are also in same data center. So when traffic comes from client, let's say they want to connect to SIANETS.com. In that case, all your traffic will go to the servers in same data center. But what about GTM? Why it is called global? So guys, whenever I say GTM is called intelligent DNS. In this case, guys, your one server can be in US data center, one server can be in UK data center. So your applications can be hosted in multiple data centers. But in LTM, guys, your all application are hosted in single data center. Let's say if someone wants to connect to US, they want their request to go to US data center. Someone wants to connect to UK, their request should go to UK data center. So that is called global. Your applications are hosted globally in multiple data center. So that is why it is called global traffic manager, guys. Very, very important question, guys. Now, second questions, why F5 LTM is known as layer 7? What is the difference between layer 7 F5 LTM versus layer 4 F5? Or I can say, what are the types of virtual servers available in F5, guys? Very, very important question, guys. I have seen many people have asked these questions in interview. Types of virtual servers available in F5, guys. Anyone? How many types of virtual servers are available in F5? When we create virtual server, guys. So virtual server is nothing but it is a website hosted in your server. Let's say google.com, cnnets.com. So you will create virtual server for this. It can be any IP, mainly external, let's say. Now, when I create this virtual server, guys, how many types are available? So types of virtual servers are available are, guys, your answer should be standard virtual server. Now, another virtual server is called forwarding virtual server. Another virtual server is performance virtual server. And there is also called layer 2 virtual server. So guys, they will ask you in such a way that you should have a knowledge. They will get you whether you have a knowledge or not. So some people say that, sir, I only have a theoretical knowledge. Can I crack the interview? Guys, trust me, if you watch all my videos, you will able to crack. So this should be the answer. Now guys, in this also there can be question. What is the difference between standard virtual servers, forwarding virtual servers versus performance virtual server? So when someone asks you about standard virtual server versus forwarding virtual server, you can say that standard virtual server is called full proxy architecture and it works on layer 4 and layer 7. If someone asks you about forwarding virtual server, it is called layer 3 virtual server. And if someone asks you, what is the logic of forwarding virtual server? Or third question, guys, can be asked is, what is the difference between full proxy architecture versus reverse proxy? My next question is, which is asked in interview is, what is the difference between full proxy architecture versus reverse proxy? See guys, load balancers can be F5, balancers can be Citrix, load balancers can be your A10. But all these load balancers, can I say can act as a reverse proxy? Can I say this guys? Or can I say that they are working as a full proxy architecture? So guys, when someone asks you about full proxy architecture, what does it means is, let's say I have client coming to internet. After that, I have router, I have F5. And after that, I have 3 servers. Server 1, server 2, server 3. So full proxy architecture defines, guys, is that there will be 2 sessions. One is between client to F5 and one sessions will be from F5 to the server. That is why it is called full proxy architecture. So there will be 2 TCP three-way handshake. One from client to F5, one from F5 to the server. What is the advantage of full proxy, guys? Anyone? Only I'm not sure whether F Citrix or A10 works as a full proxy, but F5 works as a full proxy architecture. So full proxy, you can say that F5 is acting as a man in middle device. So your client will never come to know that request is going to the which server, because client only knows that I need to connect to SIANETS.com. After that, there is logic of F5. F5 will forward the request, but client does not have a visibility. So what is the advantage, guys? This connection does not have any visibility on this connection. That is called full proxy architecture. Now, if someone asks you reverse proxy, guys, every load balancer is reverse proxy, but only F5 is known as a full proxy. They have introduced this as a full proxy architecture because F5 has a visibility of your client also, and F5 has a visibility of your server. Until, guys, this three-way handshake is completed, very, very important. Until this three-way handshake is completed, F5 will never forward the request to the server. If let's say I don't have a virtual server, client wants to connect to sianets.com, but I don't have a virtual server, guys. Will my three-way handshake gets completed? Answer is no, guys. So that is called full proxy architecture. Now, fourth question. This is also very, very interesting question is, on which model you have worked on F5? If you say that I'm working on F5, they will ask you, can you please tell me which model you are working on F5? Can you give me 2 models number which you have worked? So in this question, guys, they will test you whether you are working or not. So guys, the basic module is 2000 series. After that, they have many other models like 4000, Now they have I series models also, 10,800. Then they have R series model also. So guys, you should be very careful when you answer this question. You should know models number related. So the base model, guys, is your 2000 series, which is the basic module of F5. After that, guys, they have 4000, then they have 5600 series, 5800 series, 10,800 model number. So what is the difference between the model number, guys? Difference is about their L7 request capability, how many requests they can handle per second. That is the difference. How many layer 4 request, the more bigger the device, more the request they can handle. Also hard disk, memory, RAM. So basically if you have a laptop, what is the difference between i5 and i7? Difference is the processor, memory, hard disk. So that is the difference on the model number. Now guys, one more interesting question on this. What is the latest operating system you have worked on? Can you tell me the latest operating system running on F5 which you have worked on? So now guys, F5 has introduced 15 is most recommended. Now they have introduced 16 version also and 17 also. 17 is not been used much, but you should know the operating system. So operating systems are defined like this: 15.1.2.1, 16.1.2.1. Which is the most stable operating system? They can ask this way. So you should know, guys. They will test like this. Now, guys, again, another questions of the day. What is the operating system on F5? See, operating system, that is the version number which I asked. 15, 16, 17, that are the version number on F5. But what is the operating system hardware F5 uses? F5 runs on which operating system? Is it Linux, Windows? Which operating system F5 runs? And like in Juniper, you have Junus as an operating system. In Cisco, you have iOS. Can you tell me in F5 which operating system it works? F5 runs on which operating system? So the operating system is called TMOS, Traffic Management Operating System. Guys, some people will say that these are the basic questions, but I can guarantee that, guys, if you know the basics, I'm telling you the real questions which will be asked in interview. So F5 runs on Traffic Management Operating System and it has Linux. So if you're good in Linux, you will be easy. Now, guys, another question. What is TMM? When I say what is TMM, what is the TMM component? Who can tell me this? In F5, you have done TMOS architecture. You know that F5 works as a full proxy. But do you know that F5 has a separate management interface and data interface? So F5 has a dedicated management interface plus data interface. So can someone tell me what is the role of TMM in F5? Anyone? So TMM is, guys, traffic management microkernel. Very, very important question, guys. What is the logic of this, guys? This is the kernel which is the heart of TMOS. And it is responsible for your traffic processing. The whole traffic processing. When client, let's say I have a topology, let's say client, then firewall, then F5, then F5 needs to forward traffic to server 1, server 2, server 3. So in that case, all the traffic coming to in traffic on F5 and out traffic, that is handled by traffic management microkernel. It is the heart of your operating system. It uses CPU, hard disk to process your traffic. So that is called TMM, traffic management microkernel, guys. Your whole compression, SSL traffic all goes via TMM, traffic management microkernel. Now my next question, eighth question for you guys. Let me ask one question from WAF, F5 ASM. What is the difference between staging mode versus enforced mode? When I say that my attack signatures are in staging mode, or when I say my attack signatures are in enforced mode, or when I say that my URL are in staging mode. So guys, first of all, you should know what is WAF. So WAF is one of the device which is called security device in F5. And its full form is Web Application Firewall. It is basically protects you from OWASP top 10. So what does it do, guys? Traffic comes to F5. F5 has a security policy. It will check whether your request is legal or illegal. It will check it. And now let me tell you the traffic flow in WAF. Let's say I have a client. I have a client here. I have a client here. Then I have F5 WAF. Then I have switch layer 2. Then I have server 1, server 2, server 3. Now, when WAF is coming into picture, guys, in your virtual server, there is a policy which is called layer 7 policy, which is called in your virtual server. What is the logic here comes is your traffic comes to F5. Your request, let's say they want to connect to SIANETS.com. It will check first with before forwarding the traffic to server 1, server 2, server 3. They will check whether this request is legal or illegal. See, there is an advantage, guys, when you have a LTM burst with WAF. So load balancing will also happen. Plus your request is also checking whether request is legal or not. It will protect from a vast top 10 attacks. Now, guys, important question which I was discussing was when I talk about attack signatures generally in F5 WAF is in two modes. One is staging mode, one is enforced mode. What is the difference between it, guys? Let's say your client wants to perform some SQL injection attack. He is a hacker and he wants to connect to crnets.com and he wants to perform SQL injection attack. What does it means is he wants to capture your database. He wants to grab your database. In that case, my F5 WAF should protect it. So if attack signature, even guys, your policy, so generally in F5 policy is in transparent mode plus blocking mode. So transparent mode will allow all your requests, blocking mode will block it. So here is the catch, guys. Question will be asked in such a way that your policy is in blocking mode. question will be asked in this way, that your policy is in blocking mode, but attack signature is in staging mode. Now, if someone is performing SQL injection attack, will F5 protect it? My question, please understand carefully, guys. My policy of F5 is in transparent, sorry, my policy in F5 WAF is in blocking mode. So what I told in blocking mode is, whenever any illegal request comes in, your request will get blocked when your policy is in blocking mode. But there is a catch here. There, let's say there is an SQL attack came in, and that attack signature is in staging mode. Okay, your attack signature is in staging mode, but your policy in blocking mode. Will it prevent your SQL attack? No, guys. Your attack signatures also needs to be enforced mode. Even if your policy is in blocking mode, your attack signatures also need to be enforced mode. Staging means it will throw an alarm that there is an attack happening, but F5 will not block your request. That is a very, very important question which will be asked in your interview. Now, guys, next question which has been asked in interview is, let me just cancel this. I want to configure F5 from scratch. What are the things or prerequisites I need to follow? What are the things I need to take care when I need to configure F5 from scratch? So first thing, guys, I need to take care is I need to have a console access. Let's say my F5 is in data center. So I will ask my data center engineer to give me console. So he will connect a laptop to F5 and give me console. What is the second thing which I need to do after I get a console, guys? Anyone? I need to configure management IP. Once I have given a management IP, what is the command to configure management IP via CLI, guys? Anyone? Very, very important question. If I am in your interview, guys, I will ask this question. What is the command to configure management IP in CLI? So command is CONFIG. That is the command. So I will show you. I will go to PuTTY. I will go to my IP. I will show you practically. Like what is the command? So I am into my F5. So I will type this command CONFIG. So it will give me the utility. So that is how you can configure your management IP. If you click OK, it will give me whether you need to give automatic configuration of your IP or manual configuration. So I want to use manual. So I will give IP address, net mask, my gateway. Okay. So that is how you can configure your management IP in 4 steps. Now we have taken the console. We have given the IP address. What is the third thing I need to do? Anyone, guys? I will configure network configuration. So in this case, guys, I will configure your self IP, your VLAN, and your interfaces. Now here comes an important question, guys. If I talk about network architecture, guys, in network architecture, they will ask you question whether you need to deploy your F5 in one ARM mode or two ARM mode. So you need to discuss with your network team and configure it. Once you have configured your network configuration. So guys, I'm missing one thing. I have configured management IP. Now I missed one step here. Can anyone tell me? I got a console, I configured management IP. Can I directly configure network? Can I directly configure self IPs and all? Anyone?